President Weah was elected on the
Not in the business, you catching fever. You get too serious like empty river. Ain't no stopping by the river. And as we coming, we sweeping, we cutting, we moving all the way. Yeah, yeah. We coming, yeah. Where's the we coming? As we coming, we sweeping, we coming. Anywhere we meet up, speak. Where's the we coming? Yeah, you come, man, yeah. We coming. Business, you catching fever like empty river. Ain't no stopping by the river. And as we coming, we sweeping, we cutting, we moving all the way. Yeah, yeah. We coming, yeah. As we coming, we sweeping, we coming. Anywhere we get up, we coming.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, and good afternoon, It's almost 12 o'clock. I'm waiting for studio. Today, Mr. Cummins will be going to the YMCA for some program. We might, and Siddiqui will not be in studio today. Today is Monday. I hope you guys had a very good weekend. And share the video, please share the video. Share the video.
My fellow Liberians, the 175th year of our nation's declaration of independence is upon us. I wish all Liberians everywhere a happy Independence Day celebration. On this historic occasion, I often try to imagine what declaring independence also meant for the founding fathers and mothers, what it should continue to mean for us today, for our children tomorrow. The circumstances surrounding Liberia's declaration of independence were challenging. I imagine that some of our founding fathers and mothers were mostly unsure and afraid of the future as they were distrusting of each other. I argued against declaring Liberia a free and independent nation and wanted to simply go back to the security and comforts of what they knew and have become used to. And yet, the bold declaration of Liberia's independence have taught us move forward by going backward. I also imagine that some may have been concerned that freedom and independence would come with the additional responsibility to govern, which many believe themselves to be unready for. Some likely imagined to lead themselves, make peace with neighbors, while contributing to the peace and security of the world, and to unite and provide equal opportunities to all citizens across the divisions and differences of tribes and sexual origins, religions, and gender would be too much for them to do as a free and independent nation. The truth is that we would not inherit an independent country today had the founding fathers and mothers given into their fears, distrust, and we would not have become the inspiration for freedom and independence many nations on the African continent and around the world saw us to be. And because they were able to look beyond their own concerns and boldly decree independence, we, all Liberians, have inherited a legacy of overcoming our fears, distrust, and uncertainties. We too do not have to be defined by the challenges we face or the things that continue to keep us backward and divided. The legacy of boldness and overcoming also places upon our collective shoulders a duty to be responsible for our own governance and management. The Declaration of Independence gives us a collective responsibility to unite ourselves and develop our country, to make peace with each other and with our neighbors, and to stand up proudly and be respected in the world, both by what we do and by how we do what we do. Over the course of our nation's journey, we have a notable and historic first. Liberia is one of 4 African countries to be original signatories to the United Nations Charter in 1945, and one of 32 independent African states to sign the founding charter Association of African Unity in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia in 1963. At the UN, we produced the first African woman to head its General Assembly. While on the African continent, we have contributed to the formation of many of its regional, governing, and financial institutions, including producing the first woman to be democratically elected president. Despite all of these accomplishments and more, it is time to take a hard look at ourselves. Liberia is independent, but we are still. We have a rich country, but we are still too poor. We should be united, but we are still too divided. Our women and girls continue to be denied opportunities and have hurdles placed in the way their dreams. Our young people are still without the empowerment and opportunities they need to succeed. Our schools continue to fail our children. Our hospitals continue to be without much needed support and technology, so that Liberians are continuing to die of illnesses. Our land is fertile, but we still cannot feed ourselves. 175 years later, the Liberian government is working best for its officials, while too many of our citizens are living under inhumane and unacceptable conditions. Look up to us from around the world for inspiration in the possibility of their own freedom and independence.
Yeah, folks, let's link up with the coach, Mr. Monique Kishin. Good morning, Mr. Kishin.
Good morning, and Ato.
Good morning, Mr. Kishin. You live.
How are you? Yeah, how are you? How are you today? How are you?
I'm okay.
Okay, thank God. I know Sidiki is not there with you. Mr. Cummings is in and is at YMCA. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the General Show. And today is Monday, and I hope you guys had a very good week. So, Ato, how was your week, my man? How was your week? How's everything?
My week was okay, man. Thank God for everything. My week was fine.
Well, thank God for life. And those of you who are listening by the way of radio and those of you on internet and YouTube want to say welcome. This is the General Show. Today is Monday, and today we'll have a very good show. We're not going to go too much, but I just want to explain certain things to you guys who are listening by way of radio. This election is very important, guys, to our young people, to our girls, to our boys, our mothers, our fathers, aunts, uncle. It's very, very important. Whatever we put into it is what we're going to reap. And we all saw what been happening. There's no job in the country, no security. Things are getting harder every day for our mothers and fathers. People who had the jobs yesterday, today, there's no job. This government, the CDC government, has failed us, and we should not pretend. I see them going around today. Ask yourself the question: for the last 5 years, they forgot about you, they abandoned you. In the 6 years, they come into your house trying to give you money, rights to re-elect them. Ask them the question why I should re-elect you. Show me your work. They shouldn't tell you, the president should not tell you there, there are better days ahead of us. No, their lives are better. Jefferson Koji's life is better. Molu life is better. All the government employees and officials who are closer to him, their lives are better off than you. And you are still in the dungeon. You are still struggling to make ends meet. You are still fighting to send your children to school. Your child graduated since 2017. No job. We saw what happened before. So please, Liberians, your vote is important. Your vote is important. That is why Alex Cummings is running for president. Alex Cummings and the Charlene Bronskin team are the best. They're telling you what they will do. They're not just saying it, but they are telling you every day. They are the most consistent and team. Today, he's at the YMCA. Yesterday, he was in your community. July 26th, he was all over the place. For you to know the problem in Liberia, you should meet the people, talk to the people. Mr. Kennedy going around the country. Don't let no one fool you. It is not his time. The time is now. We need good managers. We need good leader or leader that will take the stand. I know you listened to all the speeches on July 26th. The president, without even telling you what he did or to encourage you, but the only thing I heard in there was better days ahead. We gave you 6 years. You gone 5 years, 7 months. 5 years, 7 months. You still cannot show us where are the jobs. People are still suffering. No security, no justice. Only selective justice going on. Then how can I re-elect you? We got Mr. Cummings and the CPP going around telling the Liberian people hope is on the way. We will fix this country together. We will give our people a better life. We will have jobs. The business people will be better off. He's telling you when you're selling cold water, you can still open a water factory. When you ride motorbike for somebody, you can still own your own bike. When you have a, you can have a better store tomorrow because government will invest into small business. Small businesses are the one that move country around. Mr. Cummings continued to tell us that it will be better education. We'll have agriculture. We will invest into agriculture. We will invest into hospital clinics. These things are important. A policeman will be paid a living wage. Our teachers will be paid well to teach our children. The teachers will be trained. Mr. Cummings is the only man saying these things, while other people are still sitting. waiting for the day to tell you, oh, this is $5, this is this, this is that. This country, this government have failed us. We cannot re-elect President Weah. We cannot. And trust me, you know that we need change. CPP versus CDC, we will defeat CDC. But CDC is afraid. They are fooling around. They're thinking what to do next. But remember, we must protect our vote. In the Constitution, our vote is our right. It is our voice. Please do not sell your vote. Please ask all the questions you want to ask. Ask Mr. Cummings. Yes, I'm supporting Mr. Cummings because I believe that Mr. Cummings is the best. The CPP are the alternative. Since 2017, this is the only leader who have traveled the entire country, who never abandon you, continue to go into your communities and tell you, say, we can do this. One man cannot do it, but he never promised you to say, I can do this, I can do this. He said, this is the 5 pillar. We need better infrastructure. We need, he said, infrastructure, electricity is my priority. Because if you get electricity, your hospital will be good, your schools will be, everything will be fine. Businesses will come in the country because nobody want to waste their time on generator. We need good drinking water, my people. This man been saying it over and over. Nobody is saying it. We need good internet. We need good communication. We into a world that other countries, not because you're in Morovia and you get a little cell phone. What about the people in Grand Nigeria County? What about the people all the way in Sano? What about the people on the other side? We need all these things, my people. We got to make sure that we vote right. It is your vote. I got one vote. You have everybody one vote. The Zogo down Center Street got one vote. Everybody here is important. Don't let no one fool you. You are important. That is why when you saw Mr. Cummings and his wife in the dungeon, in the mud, because they want to see for themselves. That is why they go in there under the rain. Mr. Cummings is going in every community. Mr. Cummings is not bragging to tell you, oh, this is what I have. No. Mr. Cummings is just like you. He struggled before he reached that far. He retired before he got into politics. My Liberian people, this election is about you. It's about me, everyone. It's about Liberia. Let us not make the people laugh at us. We should not commit any political suicide. I know you voted for President Weah last time. Don't blame yourself. They say you can take the cow to the river, you can't force the cow to drink. You voted for him because but he failed you. Don't fall in love with politicians. Don't let Mr. Weah think that, oh, the people love me. No matter what happened, they will still vote for me. And I want to say this, don't let them fool you. Nobody can just win first round easily. What some of you guys don't understand, you can say, oh, I will win the first one, win. But it means that you can get 50 plus 1, especially President Weah. There is no way. No way. Maybe President Weah is thinking about cheating. There is no way President Weah can win 50 plus 1. We saw it 2005. We saw it 2011. CDC never went more than 38. In 2017, we saw it with 3 parties. CDC, they came out with only 38%. In this day, with your record, people are suffering. Then you are telling us that they will give you 50 plus 1% seditions, please. So maybe you singing the song so he will cheat, but I believe the cheating, they are confused on the cheating because they don't know what to cheat from. And we are calling on the election commission to be very careful. Put the Liberian people first, please. Put the interest of Liberia first. Do your job. There are so many news out there. People are doing everything and they are the government. People trying. Kishen saw Ozogo with 3 voting cards, which the election commission admitted to. They are still going around. Our eyes are open. We will protect our vote. The pool washer will do everything. We need to change the country. Only you and I can do it. Your vote, my vote, their vote, we can change Liberia. We must move forward, people. We must move. And for a better Liberia, this country is the only country that God gave us. The Americans will not do it for us. Do what we can do. We cannot remain as a beggar throughout. Everything people are begging because the government begs. The government goes to country. This president have traveled. He came back to Liberia and gave us promises. Oh, the people promised us 250 million. Oh, they will give us 300 million. Oh, they're going to give us this. They're going to give us that. Look at the drugs. Our children are on drugs. Our young girls are still in the street. They are selling and plenty chips. The women are giving to you. You are hard-working people. You people are very hard-working. But this is not what we settled for. This is not what we voted President we are for. Selective justice. People are dying. Not we just bury a police officer. We are got killed, whether they kill him or not. But up to present, the government have not even announced publicly that President Mr. Weah is dead. The police commander in the southeast. This is the second time it happening. At least announcement on air about him. This government don't care about us anymore. All they know that we don't know. They will give us a couple of dollars and will re-elect them. President, we are just a bad leader. It's like you go into school. They say you need 15 subjects to pass the class. You pass 3 or 4, and then you expect us to vote for President we are because of feeder rules that has no economic benefit. You want us to vote for President we are because government pay WIAC fee and he's still bragging as if he paid it, or because they gave us the invisible park. What is the benefit of the invisible park? Or because he just parked in Clarendon? But this president has built more houses than President Totman in 27 years. But look at the houses they build for people. Look at the houses. You go to Popo Beach. Look around and see. You just put a house, it's still not developed. The time this president took to build all his condominiums, he should have done better for Liberia. The money the president took to go to Israel to pray to God for re-election, that money could be used in our hospital. The money the president took to go on a 49 days visit to watching for United States, and even going at the World Cup, he still did not recognize the other Liberians on the team. You understand? He never even recognized the other Liberian that play on the Canadian national team. So please, Liberian, this is not about hatred. Liberia first. First, we must vote right. This president, we cannot give President Weah another 6 years. That is why Ellis Cummings is running for president. Mr. Cummings continue to tell us that we need a better job, living wage. Our people should be paid living wage. The policeman is collecting $50 liberty because his salary cannot feed his family. The teachers are giving hard tests just for makeup because the 10,000 liberty cannot feed the family. The teachers have not been trained. Where is KRTTR? Where is KRTTR? Every day there's agriculture. They still put nothing in the budget for agriculture. Our lawmakers make more money than even the lawmakers in America. You don't know that? You're going to ask Buffer Chamber. the president pro tem and ask how much they make in a year, Buford Chima make more money than the Speaker of the United States. Our representative make more than the representative in the United States. This is the time, Chester, go after your lawmaker. They need to get out. You need to remove Akara's Gray for the last 12 years. Let him show you his work. You get George Solo in West Point in District 7. Let George Solo show you his work. Show you his work in District 5. But you running after Yeke. And District 10 is more developed. The president developed District 10 because Yeke terrorized him. Yeke went after him because Yeke knows very well that the House passed budget. So that's why the president used the district. But today, they are doing everything to remove Yeke. And do not remove Yeke. Yeke is the best lawmaker in District 10. In District 10. We need to remove all the representatives and replace them with new ones. We need to do that. You go in other counties. You go in Bond County. Look at the job. For nothing. They receive $30,000 every year for legislative engagement. And you sitting there and you looking at them. Your children are even going to school. They continue to lie. Oh, I will do this for you when you re-elect me. I will do this. What mean by the legislators, the children, even Sir Joseph. Let Sir Joseph show you his work. The schools that Sir Joseph built in Monserrado County, that's his own property. It's for him. The buses that are going around because election time, so he said, oh, I'm bringing this bus. Don't be fool, Liberians. There are better people. You got Victoria, who is good. I've been following this lady. She go in every community. Now you say, oh, because she's not senator. No. But what you can tell a good person when they are campaigning, honest, she's not even lying to you. This is the time we must elect Victoria from the CPP. Let nobody fool you. Oh, she cannot win Sir Joseph because Sir Joseph got money. Oh, Sir Joseph brought buses. Sir Joseph built schools. Go and look at the schools that Sir Joseph built. Sir Joseph is using his office. He got a construction company. He got all kinds of things going because he's a senator. How can you get senator doing the press flick of interest? You got a deputy speaker all over the place in the southeast spending money. You got a deputy speaker who is the chairman for LIPSCA, who is a lawyer. You got a lawmaker. He's an active lawyer. It never happened anywhere. Only in Liberia. Lawmaker who's a lawyer and still an active lawyer pleading cases. Never in the history of any government. Only in Liberia. You got Deputy Minister of Finance. He has his own business. You got a Minister of Education. They got their own schools. How you expect the schools to be better? The first that ever paid for WAEC fee was Alexander Cummings. Alexander Cummings purchased generator for BWR. Sometimes you hear them lying. Oh, Mr. Cummings working in the Ellen government. That's a lie. BWR board, they are not on salary. The last time I remember, they even had them on the board of BWR. These people generate money for BWR. The last time I remember, they also have the manager of Firestone on the BWR board. So don't let nobody lie to you that Mr. Cummings work in the government. Mr. Cummings retired. He will not work. Either he will do his own business. Mr. Cummings contributed 2 scholarship forms to the University of Liberia. The computer lab today was furnished by Alex Cummings. You go to Nimba County, the Nimba Community College, the engineering department, the college was built by Alex Cummings. This may have students, science students on scholarship. The only STEM school in Liberia today. The school expensive. If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Look at the international schools and compare it with Mr. Cummings school, with Alex Cummings and Academy. It's the best school in our country. STEM school, we need it. The other day I listened to the government. Oh, we building schools around, and the big school. The building is not what make it a STEM school. STEM teachers, you must train the teachers. But go and look at the Ellis Cummings Academy. He contribute his personal money, $25,000 every year, and these children are on scholarship. The other day they went to Ghana. They compete there. They won. They came back. Teachers are doing everything. Mr. Cummings don't have to build schools all over the place. That's not what he's there for. Mr. Cummings can build 10,000 houses. It's for him. It will not benefit me. We need to stop all these things. When you get into government, then you start building your houses. Then you say you got humanitarian. You got a fund. Mr. Cummings worked and retired before he got into politics. That is what every one of us should do. Getting into politics is not about making the money. You are willing to sacrifice, to put everything on the line to serve the people. The leader is there to serve. The leader is if you as a king, you are just a spokesman. The leader is the messenger. But when the messenger don't have the message, if the messenger don't have a vision, the nation perish. The Bible says it. Because President, we are lack the vision. That is why we are going through this mess. Look at the people around us. The same people that they push aside, they say these people are corrupt. America is our ally. America is bigger than us. They see more than us. They hear more than us. We beg them for everything. Today we see Nathaniel Magee running in Magibi. We see Bill Traore running. Yet we close our eyes. You vote for Nathaniel Magee, trust me, cast us as if they don't see us. You got Councillor Vani Shemo in Cape Mount being indicted. He's on the sanction list, can never enter America. They were all behind stealing money, corruption. The people watch them every day. You think America lie? America is too big. We beg. So we can't sit there and close our eyes. We cannot. They dig hole and cover hole. The president say, beat it, driver, beat it. If you die, your worry. Oh, let everybody get CCTV. That is why Mr. Cummings is saying that we together, we can fix the economy. We can bring jobs into the country. They trust the government. Mr. Cummings is not hiding it from us. He said he called it stealing because of corruption. That is why no school in Liberia. Because of corruption, that is why our hospitals are not good. Because of corruption, that is why we can't create jobs. Let me give you this story. They got two types of rogues. They got a regular rogue that will steal your cell phone, that will check your pocketbook, they will go to your house, they will steal your TV. Once in a while you buy lucky, they will kill you. But guess what? That rogue, they can choose who to steal from. They themselves can say, oh, I'm going to steal from the person. Rogue. They call them the political thieves. This political thief steal your future, your children's future, your life and everything. But guess what? We are the one that's selecting that political thief. We are the one that voting for them. Liberians, we must stop it this time. We must look at our heart. Even if you eat that money, that government money, that your money, and then vote right. It is your choice to choose whoever. Mr. Cummings said every day, if President Weah would make this election hard, I prefer it, but do what is right for the Liberian people. If anybody wants, Mr. Cummings is willing to compete. Mr. Cummings do not pray to God to be president. He have never prayed. Mr. Cummings is a God-fearing man. This man fast and pray because that is how he took his life. That is how God bless him. He said the grace of God. And then I only work. You pray for wisdom. And what you look for, honesty. Every one of us, there is no perfect human being. But you can be an honest man. If you are honest, you will not kill. If you are honest, you will not steal. If you are honest, you will not honor man. If you are honest, you will not see other people suffering. And you must have integrity. Children and family behind you. You're not the only person. Look at our past government. Nobody want to see the Salif. Nobody want to see the Doe. Nobody want to see the Talbot because of what they did. But Mr. Cummings is saying that I look at everyone as a Liberian. Whether you Grobo, you Pele, you Mano, you Basa, you Gola, you Va, we are all Liberians. For you to win the presidency, you must visit every county. The problem that is in Monserrado today, you go to Maryland, you will see the same problems. The problem in Maryland today, you go to still have the same problem with schools, hospitals. That is why Mr. Cummings is the only candidate who has visited 73 districts. He went through all the countries. I challenge anyone to tell me. President Weah have never entered the other counties. He don't even know Liberia. President Weah concentrate on Monrovia, not even Monserrado. Are running a club. They're almost like a football club, but still they can't even win. Look at President Weah. President Weah is former world best. What he knows best, soccer. Even if President Weah used the entire football thing like a coach, he can do a better job with Liberia. But he chose not to do it because he allowed his surrounding to overpower him. He allowed his surrounding to steal. We see it every day. Right now, corruption is the highest. Corruption where court suit in the country. My people, we got to do better. We got to do better. I can stay here and tell we're not doing it for ourselves. We want to come home to be job creators. People who build houses, big houses. They go to Liberia. In 1 month, they come back. They say, what country we in? Some of them gone to Ghana, Sierra Leone, Guinea. They are living there. Some people bringing the proper their cars. They coming home. They got to go through Guinea. It's not fair. In our own country, the president said we shouldn't be a spectator on the fee. We stay around the fee. You look around, you see the Lebanese man getting all the contracts. And the Lebanese people are spending money into our election because they are corrupt. I will say it publicly. The Lebanese people are corrupt. But when your country is corrupt, they will enjoy it. They are not afraid. They are not afraid. So they don't want good government. They love it. I will say it today. But they should please, my Liberian people. You can open your own store. The liberalization policy. You look at Mr. Cummings today, all his employees, people that work for him, he treat them like human beings. We got some of them, they disrespect drivers, they disrespect cooks. The person cooking for you, you cussing them. The person driving for you, you cussing them. It's not supposed to happen. You see somebody sweeping the street, you cuss them. It's not supposed to happen. Dignity of labor, because that person is, that's what they know. Whether you like it or not, that person can sweep better than you. Whether a man can drive better than you, that is why you allow him. We got too much big shot in Liberia. That is why Mr. Cummings is saying that if you support me and you think you want to be a big shot, don't worry, don't support me. Don't support me. That's not what we get. If this man driving for you, show respect. If this woman cooking your food, show respect. See your clothes, show respect. But because the labor ministry don't care, that is why people, you got Lebanese man, you got the Buchanan supermarket. We go there every day, we see them receiving money. But when the month ends, they refuse to pay the employees. Oh, you got to wait next week. Why should you tell to wait next week to take pay when you already owe him? We see you collecting money every day. Then you say, oh, but the government ain't pay you. Then you should wait. I thought private sector supposed to pay. How can us do? Wow. We should not allow it. You go to the National Bank, you go to other banks. Our people, they get $20,000 loan. By the time they leave the bank, it's $17,000 because somebody in the bank stealing the money. You got to bribe. But guess who's going to pay that $20,000? That's you. You go to the bank. We need to say these things. I'm sorry, but we got to say these things. That is where I'm from. But the government is not doing anything. The government can go into that bank if the government is not corrupt. If we got a good leader, the government can go into that bank and arrest the teller or arrest the financial person. You go to the bank. I saw people. You went to the bank. You put every paper in. Oh, I need $30,000 loan. You put your property on collateral. By the time you leave the office, the bank, you only walking out with 27,000 or sometimes 26,000. You got to bribe every one of them. But guess what? You are the one that are going to pay the 25,000. That is the stealing that going on. You enter a bank to get your own money. They vex. You go in union. They gave you dirty money. When you bribe them, they gave you new money. All these things are corruption. The country is so corrupt. Even the children in the street, they try to sell you something different because that's how they live. That is what they saw the role models doing. But we can change it. You can't blame them. We can change it gradually. We can explain to each other. It's my community. It's not what you can do for me. Oh, what Mr. Cummings not do for you? No, it's not what Mr. Cummings can do for you. What Mr. Cummings would do when he president, ask him the question, Mr. Cummings, how you will fix the educational system? Mr. Cummings, how you will create job? Mr. Cummings, how you will fight the justice? We need a war economic crime code. We need to search. Let them go to central prison too. When you go to central prison today, you only see the people who steal cell phone, or some big person carry somebody there that been there for 6-7 months because they cost their girlfriend or because they cost their somebody. Selective justice. Look at what children. You think they were born to take drugs? That's the God to take them out of drugs because of poverty, hardship. They have given up. So what they do? They say, let me just take drugs the whole time. When they take it, and I see people laughing at them. You don't understand that somebody children, that somebody child over there, 9 months, the man can't help it. Everybody's struggling. The children are trying to be the breadwinner, but the women are giving to you. You people are very, very strong. Let me go over to Arthur. I show Arthur he live in the country, and Arthur got some things. He walk around every day. He go to his house. He come here. Arthur don't make money, but Arthur try to find something to do, keep himself. Young man, you got Siriki, you got a lot of young people out there who graduated from university. They can find jobs. I met this boy at the cemetery in Virginia. High on crack. He said, big brother, there's nothing out there for me. But when he called his professor name, I believe it. He said, oh, my prof. He said, I did criminal justice, my brother. I can't go Monrovia. Nothing there for me, no job. So I sat here. I just waiting for God to take my life. Arthur, can you weigh in, please?
Yes, Mr. Kishan. Okay, we are just joining this network. You are listening to Truth FM 96.1, the General Show. Yes, General. Liberian people, we come to you here today to talk about the CPP platform. The CPP platform is all we'll bring to you. We're not here to talk about the other people. The other people have already failed us. They have failed for the past 5 years plus. They have done nothing for you. The CPP platform is a very unique platform, a platform that will change your mindset, a platform that will give Liberia what they need, a platform that will carry Liberia to another level. The man is telling us if he's become president of the Republic of Liberia, that's what he's going to do. Number one, he said he will fight corruption of good governance and security. Yeah. Joey went on the media to tell us that we should be security for ourselves. How is that possible? We should buy CCTV camera. What? I can't even afford to buy food. Then you're telling me about buying CCTV camera? I thought our president supposed to say we'll try to put security into place That's why we're paying. Taxpayers are paying their money for. Number one is security. If no security, nobody wants to invest their money. Then you come to the public thing and say you should be security for yourself. It's scary. And Alexander Kumi said if he come to power, since 2017, he's been talking anything. You will see about what good governance and security. People that steal government money, you will go after them. Because you can steal government money and go sit down with it elsewhere. So if you take government money, he'll go after you and get it back from you. Because that money is all to be used on more things. More Liberians all to benefit that money. One person will not just take that money and just use it for their own purpose. So he's going to run after them. Then the man is telling us again, if he become president, he's going to go infrastructure. Infrastructure, there are a lot of things. 21st century infrastructure. 21st century infrastructure talking about stable electricity, running water. When I'm here throwing bucket to go in, they kind of modern water, you go to the well to go draw water and say the power representative as parent and be a pump. You talking about pump? You talking about bringing water and sewer to the community and then you building pump? Pump is an old-fashioned thing. Pump is an old-fashioned thing, even in Ghana. Because we still building pumps around here. We shouldn't have been using pump. You should all be using running water, but now you just go and scoop some water in your bathroom, water in your kitchen. You're talking about pump. So Liberians, if you listen to all in radio land, please, we are begging you. This may have a platform. They may have a vision. They may have a dream for Liberia. Let's give this man a chance. The other people lied to us. They told us things that they could do, but they were seeing it nothing. People are dying every day, going in the streets. See children, see our friends. You got like, oh, nowhere. Some always cry all day. We cry days and nights because things are not working. Liberian people, we are more than spectators in our economy. We outside the field. We can't get nothing. But another man coming to us telling us, say, my people, I beg you, if you give me this country, I'll put in place, I will do this. And they may have had a lot of experience. They may have worked on a very bigger budget, more than Liberian people money. This man say, if you give me the power, I'll do things that I'll create jobs, I'll boost your economy, I'll do more things for you. So Liberian people, we on our knees again, we begging you up. We have less than 72 days to election. We begging you up. Please, let's vote for change. The real change is the CPP. It's Alexander Benedict Cummings and Councillor Charlene Bronsky. Those people are the people that are going to change our mindset. Those people are the people that are going to make Liberia to where we want to see it. Those people are the people that will make Liberia to be compared to Africa, Ghana, Kenya, South Africa. We can be beyond, we are 176 years for God's sake. We can be repeating the same thing every year. You let people that come for their own gain. We let people that come for their own purpose. We let people that only come there to seek their own interest. If they get what they want, then they move on there. That will see the legislature. This time around, we got to change more people. The CZ are hard. The highest legislature since 2005, but nothing still. So we got to put people with new mindset. It's just straight in Maserado. We got to change most of the legislatures. We got to take them from there. We got to put people with new mindset, people with creativity. We got intention number 4. We got like ability. He's a man with a change, a man with mindset, with young people around him. We got Senator Victoria Tala Kukwe. She's a good woman. We're not putting people that will come for their own interest. We're being their own businesses. Are you a base school? Yeah. Check in district. Check district 5. Talking for ourselves for what? 17 years plus. The public school in the barrier there, it been like that since 2006. That public school been like that. But he have built a university. He have built a high school. Nothing. He have even borrowed zinc to put it on that public school. That public school been like that. Children go to that public school with that kind of condition. Then he boasting, he running away to go Lofa, to go contest in Lofa. What a shame. It's a shame. But people of district number 5, I beg you, we have a very strong, competent man who have been battling for in addition with Alexander Swa. He have been battling for from time to time. It's a time to get this man his chance. Give the man his chance. Let him make the vision. He is part of this Kumi vision. Let this Kumi vision be implemented. Liberian people are begging you. We are on our knees. We are on our feet. We are not doing it because we want to get money. We want to enrich ourselves. We are doing it because we want to see Liberia on another level. We want to see our parents proud of us. We don't want to see children, our parents crying because of drugs. Since the government take over, drugs are taking over the whole city. The DA is not doing nothing. Because there is the DA here. Nothing he has done. He has not done anything for Liberia. since being a D head appointed by Jawia, when he told Marcus Soko place, he have not done nothing. Drugs are increased on the landscape. I'm not seeing the DA reign none of these places. The DA just pass around, he sent DA, you see two DA men going, they take money from the drug dealer, then they go back. Is that what we employ you for? We employ you to get this drug dealer hot on. We employ them to get this drug dealer problem. That the drug dealer will not be able to settle one place. At the end of the day, no drugs will be in Liberia. Our children are dying. Go down to Boulevard Junction, go beyond red light. If you see drugs used, you will cry. So Liberian people, we are on our knees, we are on our feet. CPB is the way forward. Alexander Bende Kumi is the vision bearer of Liberia. This man love Liberia. That's why he abandoned all the riches, a luxury lifestyle in the diaspora, and came to put everything in Liberia. Since 2017, this man has still been talking the same old thing. He said, if you give me the chance, I will do this, I will do that. He hasn't yet changed. Liberian people, this is the time. You don't say the man is not experienced. This man is an experienced man. Please, let's give him a chance. If you give this man a chance, let's see what this man can do. This man is a qualified man. This man has an integrity. This man has a vision that Liberian people will live and what? Will rejoice tomorrow and say, yes. That's why the people are talking, yeah, Alexander Kumi is the man. So please, Liberian people from all corners of Liberia, if you are in Grand Bassa, if you are in Grand Cape Mount, if you are in Bomi, Grand Jide, whatsoever you're hearing up on, we are here every day begging you, last day to election, please. This is the time we are educated. You don't make that same mistake again. You let us see guys in the car. This time around, they will bluff you more than ever before because they will say, we're not coming back again. So anything we want to do, we'll do it. They will fly to the flyest country. They will go to luxury places. They will fly to big horses for the government all around here again. So please, Liberian people, we are begging you with our needs. Alexander Kumi and Charlie Bronski is the way forward. Thank you, Mr. Kishan.
Yeah, thank you, man. I thought you said it all, and you know, sometimes when I hear you guys speaking, especially the young people, it's very emotional. And to our people out there, let me tell you, I want you to imagine you give a senator or representative 6 years, you give him $30,000 a year, free of charge. They say he must go in the district to use it. He ain't got to bring no paper. But your district today ain't get one clinic. They ain't get one fire truck. They ain't get one ambulance. That senator or representative, they are. You got Tottenham High. I show it's in Akara's Great District. Akara Great don't even live in the district, my people. He built his house in Dwazon. Nice. Big house. Even the Sir Joseph. You ask where he built a house today. I don't know whether he finished. He sleep in hotels. That's why he spent the time. He rented from Mr. Flomo in New Georgia Estate. My Liberian people, this is serious business. Get rid of your representative first. Put a representative that will chester Mr. Cummings, that will challenge Mr. President. Look at Mr. Bility, what he's doing in Nima County. Look around, you see these people. You can see the sincerity. Like you talk about Swa in number 5. I met this guy. Struck me, said, listen, that's my district. I love my district. Some people say, oh, when you get these people job, they will not. You need to chester your representative. You need to tell them they got only 2 days to work. If you want to see your district, your representative in your district, and he said no, just tell him you will hear from me in 5 years, in 6 years. They owe you. They're not there to run from you. You're not giving them being a tinted car and don't answer you. All you need to do, put yourself together and write him or her a letter and say you will hear from us. Or you know that you got the power to remove them. You know you got the power to solicit signature, 10,000 signatures, and go and remove them for have re-election. But my people are afraid that, oh, if Mr. Cummings president, he will spoil our chopping. Then are you that the BB people, Edwin Snowden, the one them who get money today. Oh, look at all your millionaires. They are all government employee officials. what kind of business they were doing, what kind of business that Albert Chair, the Speaker of the House, which type of business is doing that make him to be a millionaire today? Which type of business Edwin Snow doing? The Western Cluster. How can a government waive $14 million and tell the person, okay, you know what, just give up 5 million and forget about all the other million? Hey, my people, hoping you look around you. We can fix it. We can't give up. The president said better days ahead. No, change is in the air. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Don't let it fool you. We almost there. We almost to the end of the tunnel. It leave with you now to cross the finish line. It's Alex Cummings. We talk about Alex Cummings' platform, but I want you to listen for yourself. Hear it from him. He been saying that thing over and over since 2016. Mr. Cummings been preaching the same thing, or he upgraded his stuff. That is what a real leader does. So I want you to listen for yourself. What Mr. Cummings said about his agriculture, infrastructure, agriculture, education, health, and okay, I'm sorry, agriculture, job creation, and it's in order. Number one, job creation. Imagine job, you nobody. There's no respect in the house. But how do you create jobs? Government don't create jobs. Government create avenues for the people to come in. You protect the people who get the money. You give them everything to create job. When government gave you money and you open your little store, you will employ 3, that 5 family right there. If you open your little restaurant, you employ 1 cook and 2 person. Even your own family, you employ your family. That work you don't have to create for somebody. You know what I'm saying? So please, let's just listen to this. Just give me 5 minutes of your time and listen to this.
Performance and past behavior. I ask you to look at my record of job creation, of success, of managing large budgets without 1 penny going missing. All of these things you can look at and compare to the other candidates. And again, you will see that my past performance and past be a good predictor, a good indicator that what I commit to, we will deliver. There are 5 priorities we have, and we call that the what's. And then there are 5 things we call the how we'll do it. And those priorities are as follows. Our first priority is infrastructure. What is electricity? That is the top priority. That's the basis on which we can and will do everything else. The second priority for us is job creation. There are too many unemployed, underemployed, and unemployable Liberians. The unemployment rate is over 85%. For job creation is our next priority, creating jobs for the Liberian people. The next priority is agriculture. We are a country that do not feed ourselves. These are things we can do for ourselves. We should be producing rice to feed ourselves. And my commitment at the end of my first term in office, we will be self-sufficient in rice production. And within education, we're focused on vocational training, teachers training, and adult education. But we have to educate our young people because, again, that's how we can help them create jobs. That's how we can train farmers. And so these things are all linked together. But in terms of the what's, is health. Because you can have good infrastructure, you can have a good job, you can feed yourself, you can have great education, but if you don't have your health, it doesn't matter. And so health is our 5th priority, and there we're focused on primary health care and preventive health care. will do for our people, for the Liberian people. How are we going to do these things? The first how is we want to engage Liberians differently in the transformation of our country. We call this hearts and minds. How do we get all Liberians to participate in the changes that are required? Use arts and music and culture and reconciliation and religion. All of these things, we will be deliberate in using these things to engage us as a people in this transformation process. And so we're doing some work on how we can make those things happen. The next how is that we're going to find the money. We have to find the resources, the money, to do all that here. And the way we find the money is first we'll go after waste in government. We spend a lot of money on things that we don't need, or we pay too much for things that we do need. So for example, I believe the vehicles we buy for our government officials, we spend too much money on that. We should reduce the number of vehicles, those expensive vehicles for our government officials. We need to reduce how much they make so we can pay teachers and civil servants and police officers and military officers and healthcare workers, people who actually do the work. We need to pay them more money and reduce the gap between those at the top.
Okay. Okay, guys, we're having an internet problem there again. I just received a text. We're having an internet problem in Liberia again. And last week, the internet full went down for 4 hours. The banks and everything shut down. That is the country we got. But nobody know. I'm not blaming the government on that. Nobody know what's happening. But they had this problem. So I hope they come back on. But what I'm saying here, like some of you guys who are watching me on Facebook, people think that go back, never told us what they were going to do. CDC government never ever explained to us what they were going to do when we elect them. In fact, people stopped President Weah from even participating in the debate. And suppose say, oh, you don't need to you don't need to debate. When they took over, it took them 9 months to come up with a plan. And they said it was what? PPPPP. 9 months. It took us 9 months to come up with a plan. But today is the only one with the plan. All the other people, I've never heard any politician in Liberia to give a speech or to explain to the Liberian people what they would do. It's up to you to agree or not to agree. History is there. No politician in Liberia ever took the airwave to explain to us, this is my plan for Liberia. Nobody. Nobody. You can't hear it from the past. You never heard it from the past, neither the present. So if you say, oh, we hear that thing before, compare President Weah with any political candidate right now. We voted for President Weah based on his popularity. And people who does that are the same so-called educated people who were trying to bring themselves back into government, that they believe that they will ride on the back of President Weah, come back to power. And President Weah turn around on them too and tell them that I'm smarter than you. That's the fact. We got to remove President Weah. We got to. And I want to say this to those of you because right now I'm on the internet. I'm not live on radio. I'm waiting to come back, or they might not come back. I took this whole show and I never mentioned names. But I'm reading some of the comments. Okay, good. And Ato is back on. Thank you, Ato. Thanks for coming back. And those of you who listen to the 5 watts, we on air.
Yes, we on edge. Eh?
Okay. For those of you in Radio Land, you listen to Mr. Cummings. I want you to listen to this so you can hear something he talk about. Pay the people that doing the work, so we can reduce the people that doing the work, the civil servants. Pay them well. Once we pay them, they will try not to steal. We will put things in place to stop corruption. You can't just say you will stop corruption without putting things in place. No. Mr. Cummings said we will put things, we should respect people who work. The man who clean the street, who sweeping your ministry, your office ball, you should respect him. If you don't sweep that office, you will sit in dirty office. You have no right to curse your office ball. No right. It protects you to insult your honor man. In America here, my boss will never curse me. If he tried that good lawsuit, in fact, they will fire him. I'm not living with him. Yeah, the government cannot tell me they will not pay me. But let me tell you something.
Corruption has been the bane.
Let me tell you this. You in Liberia today, we will come and go to the phone line. They get better people, smart Liberians in that country. That's why Mr. Cummings telling his friend there in America. He told the other woman, he said, if I call you to work and I say I will pay you $5,000 a month, will you accept it? Yasin said no. He said, Dr. Francis, if I say come to Liberia and work, we'll pay you $5,000, you accept it? No. Dr. Francis bill is more than $5,000. If she go to Liberia to work, that means she won't steal. Mr. Cummings said the only way I bring somebody from America or Europe, that means I can't find a person in Liberia. Because that $5,000 can pay for 3% salary because they live in Liberia. Unless the person in America they retired, they getting a small benefit and they despise. But I cannot be an active man. I got my children in America going to school. I got my wife. I got to pay this, pay that. Then Mr. Cummings call me and say, oh my man, come home and can't get a job for $3,000. How would I take care of the bills in America tonight? That means I won't steal. I can't pay my bill. $4,000 I can't pay my bills. $5,000 I can't pay my bills. But you in Liberia, you are smart. Let me tell you the difference. You in Liberia, you graduate from college, you can't find job. You in America, you graduate from college, you can find job. You in Liberia, when they fire you, you can't get unemployment. In America, you can get unemployment. In Liberia, you don't get health insurance. In America, my job, I will pay for health insurance. In Liberia, you don't get no food. You're not working. You can't go nowhere to find job. In America, if you're not working, you don't get money. You can go to the food bank. You can get plenty of free food to eat. You see, the system here is different. We can do the same thing in Liberia. We get our university student. That's why it can help me when I hear people in America say the people in Liberia lazy. No, they're not lazy. I can come to Liberia and go open coal farm. You think I don't want to go into the coal farm? No. But you expect an LU student who just graduated looking for food to eat to go burn coal. When he even get money to start a coal business. It's not fair. So we're telling you got to stand up. Liberia was the light of West Africa before. People used to come to our country. Alpha Blondy, all of them, Prince Nico, they used to come to Liberia to learn English or to make US dollar and go. Liberia was the hope. Small America. So when you hear people talking, they even know. We said everything was glory, but there's change in life. We got to change. We got to pay our taxes. We got to do everything. Pay your fair share. If government win the backyard, the government must clean the street too. Clean the market. The Liberian Marketing Association. You ever ask your question, but what they doing with the money? Where the money going? No. But you go in for the market dirty every day. The government get out market. The people pay every day in the market. They pay for the table every day. And what a day used to go before. I want people, everybody selling in the street, everybody all over. But the government can't take it on nobody. The government not take it on nobody. The government, now see all of them get SUV. They passing, they wasting water on you. You can't even see the person. All the cars in Monrovia are tinted. Everybody get coming back. You get everybody driving on the opposite lane. Who you want blame? You blame the man with the head of the house. President, we are our power. You are blaming. Every car that passed by you, the car is so dark until you can't see the drop. You can't see nobody. Until the country is dark. My people, you not open the phone line. Let me hear from you. When you call, just tell us. Don't even say hello, General. Don't say hello, Arthur, because you'll be wasting your time. Just go straight to the point. And don't tell me what I'm supposed to say. I want you to say what you got 1 minute. Over 1 minute, Arthur will cut you off. I beg you. And just go straight to the point. And tell me who you support. It is your right, my people. It is your right. But let your decision save Liberia. Let your decision save Liberia. They said nobody won't go backward. Nobody won't be reversing the car in backward. So Arthur, if you can open the line, let us listen to our people and what they have to say.
Okay. If you want to be part of the show, you can place your call to 0777 01 7635. 0777 01 7635. If you want to be part of the show, you can call us on 0777. Okay, let's pick our first caller. Hello, caller, your name and where you calling from? You gotta step away from your monitor. I'll cut you off. No, it's too terrible. It's too terrible. Yeah, you can place your call to 0777 077 0777 01 7635. 0777 01 7635. You can. Okay, we got a caller here. Hello, caller, your name and where you calling from. Make your point quick. You have 30 seconds. Yeah, make your point. Okay, thank you. Hello,
Why you say that?
Yeah, he said JMB is the rebel candidate. Yes. Hey.
I think I want to hear that guy. We can hear him.
Yes, you are trying to say they are supporters of exam coming from District 17. Will be having a program this come Sunday.
Okay, but tell him to Anyway, if you can tell him, I don't know.
Okay.
But anyway, if you listen, you can call. Maybe Sidiki can go there to
To be
cover
part of the
your.
show, you can call us on 0777. Okay, let me pick this other caller. Hello, your name and where you calling from? You have 30 seconds. Yes. Like it, Benedict. Okay, thank you.
What is it?
Yeah, he was complimenting. He said he's a supporter of Azan Benedict Kumi. We got another caller. Let's pick it. Hello, caller, your name and where you calling from? Yeah, make your point. You have 30 seconds. Yeah, make your point. Okay, I'll save your number and call you after the show. Okay. Yeah, let's pick two more caller. You can call us on 0777017635. 0777017635. Yes, caller, the name and where you calling from. You have 30 seconds. Yes. Okay, we'll address that.
What is it?
Yes, he said Mr. Kumi have worked in foreign countries. He earned all the money. Why he couldn't come in Liberia to open company unless he become president? Yeah, let's pick another call. Hello, caller, your name and where you calling from. You have 30 seconds. Okay, I'll save your number and try to call you after the show. We'll pick two more calls to be part of the show. You can call us on 0777017635. 0777017635. Hello, caller, your name and where you calling from. You have 30 seconds to make your point. You said what? Okay, thank you.
What is it?
He said JMB will be the best alternative. Okay, this is our last caller. Your name and where you calling from. You guys make a point. You have less than 30 seconds. Okay, thank you.
What is it?
Yeah, he was in our favor. He said Mr. Kumi is a better alternative Liberian people can give this country to in his legislatures as well.
Okay.
Yes, Mr. Kishan, let's pick our last caller. This person will be the last person. Hello, caller. Your name and where you calling from? Okay, make your point. Okay, thank you. Okay, I'll save your number and call you. Thank you. Okay, let's join the general there. General, you are done with the calling.
Okay. Thank you very much. And I just want to address the guy who said Mr. Cummings went to America. I want you to listen to me. Listen to me. Don't go. You said Mr. Cummings went to America. He make his money. He came back. Why he can't open companies? You don't know which type of business Mr. Cummings do. Now, let us be fair to ourselves. Which of the company Ellen Johnson opened before we make our president? Which of the company that President Weah took to Liberia before we elected him? Which of the company that Mr. Bwaka started or he got that he want to run? Now, you're not fair. If you are looking for somebody who opened a big company in Liberia and you want to make them president, then why you vote for Bernard Ure? Why you never voted for Oscar Cooper? Because these people open big company. Bernard Ure, remember, he was the highest employer. You go in Canada today, and Mr. Cooper is the highest local employer. Why you vote for them? Hey, Liberian people. Mr. Cummings can go to Liberia and open business. Mr. Cummings got 2 companies in Liberia. He will not employ everybody. Mr. Cummings can build state. It only benefiting him. So my people, if I make my money, I come to Liberia, I open shop, I open business, that one of my own business. I will only employ few people. But don't be asking question. Oh, the man went and made money. Why he can't open company? He must win for also only to steal. So let's be fair now. Say we won't hold Mr. Cummings to a high standard. Let us hold everybody to the high standard. Which type of job Mr. Bwaka open started in Liberia? Which type of job Madam Salif got in Liberia? The company or President Weah, who play and make millions, according to the fake information, he made $83 million. Which of the companies that he brought to Liberia that you can say I am working? He opened King's FM, it went down. Old School, it was just an entertainment place. The small little sporting place that was a store, it went down. So which one now, Liberian people? At least Mr. Cummings got people on payroll. How many of our opposition, our political leaders pay the driver or pay the security? All the security that work with you, all the driver, they say, oh, if the chief get new job, that means I will be okay. But I want you to leave from here. Go, when you see Mr. Cummings, ask him, Mr. Cummings, do you pay your driver or how much your driver making? Or go to the day, go sneak and say, you're taking pay. Every one of them on salary. Mr. Cummings, he never yell at them, my people will beg you. The other thing is a lazy argument. When you say, oh, the man made money, he can't count, that means you lazy. You tired, you won't fight for yourself. I don't give a damn whether Mr. Cummings got money. Billy got money. That the more money, the money for them, enough for us. All I want them to do is to do what they are promising in the Liberia. So that is why we're telling you, Mr. Cummings is saying that we can do it. We can make it. Plenty of politicians have given us also. But Mr. Cummings ain't give up yet. Please protect your country, your vote, respect your vote, make the difference. I want to say thank you for calling. I received 9 calls, One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9. We received 10 calls. One went off because the guy was by the monitor. And out of that 10 calls, you got one, two, three, four, five, six. 6 of them were in favor of Mr. Cummings. 3 was in favor of Mr. Bwaka. But let me tell you, this is not the type of polls I look at. This is not a poll. When people call the station and say, I will vote for Peter, I don't believe in it. If we're really, really serious to do a poll, we should call. We call random number. We don't want to know your name. We only want to know that if you're a voter, then we ask you who can do this. That is the real poll, my people. Don't listen to all the poll, because I myself from Liberia now. One man can call the radio station 3-4 times and tell you say I'm in different location. My name Peter Paul. My name James Smith. My name Yagbabulo. And he said I'm in District 1, District 5. I call him from Nima. You do not going to waste the time to know where your number coming from. So all that thing you see on the thing, and that polls, yeah. My Liberian people, that I do poll. Polls, I the one supposed to call you. I'm supposed to go to Lone Star or go to Orange and go take maybe 100 numbers or maybe 200 numbers for every county. Then I pay people sit down and call the number here. You know who you calling. Hello? Yes. Are you a voter? Yes. Are you a registered voter? Yes. Who you vote for this election? Oh, I'll vote for we are. Okay, I'm then the massive market down. Okay, who you think the best person to do this? Who can face the economy? You are the security. All the questions you put it down. Then when they finish and they will put it together. Oh, the person now win the pool. That is the pool. Even the online pool, they not stay correct, because the online pool, you vote in America, they don't believe the online pool, because I can get 3, 4, 5, 6 email address and vote. So the online pool is not scientific. The real scientific pool is the one I call. Hello, I'm one. But when I hear people calling radio station and say, hello, I voted for Mr. Cummings, bam, I put it down. Hello, my name is Smith, I voted for Mr. Cummings, bam, I put it down. Hello, my name is Joshua, I voted for Mr. Bwaka. Then I pool, my people, you start lying to us. You listen to me, you start lying to us. Then I pool. If anybody want to do real poll, you need money. Money to do a real poll. Will be calling. After he won't know your name, he will call you, because he will know number. Then he asks you the question, you answer. So guys, Wednesday will be on. Thanks for listening to us. I wish you the best. Take time with the hustle. I know it's not easy, but don't let nobody frustrate you. Don't let nobody push you around. If you're a proud water seller, but from that selling water, you can open your own water company. If you're selling plenty chips, continue selling your plenty chips. Later on, you will start facing your own plenty chips instead of selling for somebody. You can make it. Don't let nobody fool you. Liberia, we can make it. That country will be sweet again. We not go all over. We not try military. We not try the coup. We not try rebel. We not try real politician. This is the time to try a manager. Somebody who they manage a country. And when Mr. Cummings is brave, Mr. Cummings is brave. He don't hide it. He said, I will arrest you. You will go to jail. We will seize your property. Hey, hurting them. They can be scared. But the common man all enjoy it. Yeah? So we want nothing from Mr. Cummings. All we want from Mr. Cummings to be president. And Charlie will not joke. The law, they will go on and she will stand in front of the Senate, because she will be the president of the Senate, and she will apply the laws of all that senators are there. Remember, they will tie themselves. The executive will face that budget. They will not steal that money again. So Arthur, take it from them. Thank you very much for your time, Arthur. And for those of you who watching, this is Arthur from the studio. I want to say thank you very much, and thanks to the family, the True FM family. And please, they have nothing to what we said. We say it on our own, and we stand by our wall. So thank you very much. 71 days to go to general election. If you have not decided, well, it's up to you. Take it from there, Arthur. So guys, thank you very much and for watching. And I'm gonna start my day too. And this is not an easy thing we do. Let me be honest with you. It's hard. Today, Sidiki was not on the line. He went to Mr. Cummings had a program at the business YMCA, and Sidiki went there to cover it. That is some of the sacrifice. He had to drive there, get on the motorbike, and go there. Soon this morning, he called me when he sent a message, and I told him he got to be there. So you see, this is what we're doing. We're not playing, my people. It's hard. We stay asking you for honest with you. We stay asking you for support. We can't go after these people because it's like if they give him $5, Sidiki get $5. But we can't push them as if we are the most important people. They got other children in like bro who running behind Mr. Cummings. So we can't. So we try to take the burden away. You know what I'm saying? We then will call and say, "Oh, hey, Sidiki, you enjoy you. Sidiki, don't wait for them." And like after program, Sidiki will not stick around and wait to get him. Nobody go. Sometimes he go to yesterday. Sidiki went all the way to. He called me. He was coming from Mount Barkley. Rainy. He went there for engagement. People call this Sidiki. I want to appreciate people and say, "Oh my man, I want you to go in my neighborhood." One or woman call Mr. Perkins asking for Sidiki number. Say, "Hey, that labor on the general show, man. You need to come here in our place here because there's certain people not there." So all these things, it's hard. Oh my people, I tell you, it's hard. It's hard. All the thing here is tough. This is a real. Yes, it, I'm still taking my family time. I'm still doing it, but I'm doing it because I love my country, Liberia. Let me call Sidiki and see how far they go.
Of our country is the primary reason why we are as underdeveloped as we are today. And we,
Sidiki, you want me to bring you on there? You can show the crowd. You can show them the thing. You want me to say? I was saying the link, eh? Yeah, you can talk. You don't have to talk. Yeah, I'm going to send you the link. I just want you to show the crowd. Oh, you don't need to talk nothing on this phone. Yeah. Okay. He's in the program. So Cummings is at the YMCA. He was invited there. During the weekend, Mr. Cummings was invited in Bon County. 1,000 pastors from all around pray and endorse Mr. Cummings.
So thank you, Mr. Wilson. Thank you for this get together. I want to thank our aspirants. You are the face of you are our face on the ground. You have to lead by example. You are the aspirants. You gotta be the one people will see
Show the people.
your neighborhoods, any your flyers, making a case. You will be leading the effort, and we will come and do our part. So, in your thank you. God bless you. God bless everyone. Thank you very much.
Okay, you can see for yourself there, aspirant and other things. There are people there from at the YWCA who went there to and they invited him and people from different places. Say, why is him on Broad Street? And let me tell you guys, CPP is doing good. Don't let nobody fool you. CPP is doing fine. Mr. Cummings resonating. If anybody tell you Mr. Cummings is not doing nothing, they are lying. If anybody, oh, Mr. Cummings and the people who want Mr. Cummings, let them say what they want to say. We got 71 days to go. Let them say whatever they want to say. At the same time, I'm going to spend more time supporting Mr. Cummings, promoting Mr. Cummings. But at the same time, I can take 5 or 10 minutes of my time, tell the Liberian people why we shouldn't vote for these people. It is not a crime. They want to make the election about they and George Weah. We want to make the election about the weakest party, the weakest link. They are afraid of the weakest, the stronger man. Well, I will tell the real truth. Mr. Cummings is the most strongest candidate right now in this 2023 election. Yes, Mr. Cummings is the strongest candidate in this election. Or maybe want to say in these elections. Okay, in this election, Mr. Cummings is the strongest candidate in the presidential race. He is the strongest. Apart from President Weah, look around. Let me tell you something. Hey, you watch FIFA, and World Cup. They tell you, oh, France, the stronger team right now is the favorite. They are the favorite in this election because of what they see them doing. The other time they say, oh, Spain was good. Brazil the favorite for them to win this World Cup. Brazil was one of the favorite in this going World Cup. But what happened? So you can still say they were the favorite. Liberian people, we saw two parts of 17 years going at each other. But when I hear CDC talking about winning first round, I laugh. The time you are superstar, 2005, 2011. 2005 was CDC won the first round. Yes, CDC came first, UP and Liberty Party in the first round. They went for the second round. Madam Salif defeated them. Everybody choose between two evil. 2011, UP, Madam Salif UP won the first round. And CDC noticed that they had no choice, no chance. They decided not to show up. They brought in confusion and continue. And still, they won in 2015, 2011, less than 500,000 votes. You know what I'm saying? 2017. Now, every time we talk about numbers, UP had a number 2015. Madam Sadi did good in her first term that qualified her to run for the second term. That means qualify. That means to ask the Liberian people to re-elect her. CDC bad election. It is their right under the Constitution, but it is a privilege if they will win. Now, 2017, 2005, 2011, UP had a numbers. What happened to 2017 numbers for UP? What happened to 2017 numbers that a wonderful UP did? That number dropped. The Liberian people decided it was George Weah time because that's how they were thinking. Oh, the man, they're not pushing so. This man jealous us. This man, that country man. This man know about hard time. This man play football. The man, we give it to him. UP talk about the number 2005, 2011. Now today, they're talking about numbers. Today, they're talking about numbers. Oh, we had 350,000 votes. In how many votes do we have? How many votes CDC got and ANC? 127. 127. A man who campaigned for 18 months. Imagine that you finish giving a man chance to campaign for 6 years. Man still get 127. Let me ask you. Oh, so some of you who say Mr. Cummings will not even count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He will count way down. Don't you know that if people vote for opposition are committed voters? You don't know that? They were getting everybody over to him until the people want to say everybody check break. The same way everybody went to UP when UP were in power. You think they were actually UP supporter, but they were pretending to be UP supporter. So if you understand Liberian politics and understand the way Liberian people think, down here and be talking about 450,000 votes. When you got Milton, TJ, all these different people feeling breaking away from you long time. They voted for you, they gone. That 450,000 vote, Nukwe had it on there too. You're just a CDC. You're quick to forget. Nukwe had it on the voters there too. The same way Jeremiah Snodder had it on. But do you know what we say Jeremiah Snodder didn't do nothing? Because he was trying to run for senator. So he went to the other party to gain the senatorial position. They're not us. They share the position and UP took Banga. So we had no choice for Jeremiah Snodder. He said he can't stand it. He went to CDC to put him on a ticket. You see why he left? He won't come back, but he won't come back to the same way it's going to be that looking. By the time you leave, somebody take your place. When you won't come back, you go join the line again. You see? So when you say we'll not win, I like it. But the good thing is that you're not even comparing your record with my record. You're not even telling me, I say, I will fix the electricity. You're not telling me nothing. Oh, we must win before we lead. No. Tell us what you will do. We heard it from CDC. When we win, then we'll tell the people. No. Tell us. From up, down, Alex Cummings. You listen to Fatiga talking about, because when you don't get nothing to say, Mr. Cummings and Robert Salif doing business. Robert Salif's son doing Mr. Cummings' son and Robert Salif in South Africa. How cheap and useless it is. 2017, Fatiga was supporting Mr. Bwaka. After the whole rigmarole, they tried to go to George. We had snubbed them. Fatiga in Minnesota. He told me, my man, we had to support the old man. We had to support Mr. Cummings and this and that. They took picture of Mr. Cummings. But they want to get their own little budget. People should pay them. People should pay them and promote Mr. Cummings. And that's not how it works. You can't just come and think we gave you money to support Mr. Cummings. It's the cost, what you saw, what you think Mr. Cummings is good. You went on Spoon, you strike. By the time you receive the money from corrupt Stanton indictee, that he's been indicted, he will go to jail. You can't run from America. You can't run from America. He's a criminal according to the American justice system. Yes, he's not been found guilty. but he being indicted because he's a criminal. Boop, you supporting Mr. Bwaka, it is your right. But what you fail to realize, Fadiga, you were the same one the other day telling him he's not a leader. He can't make a decision. Every one of you put yourself on record. I never called President Weah. I wouldn't say President Weah is a fair leader. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Eugene Fagon. Mr. Bwaka called Eugene Fagon I think 7 times in a speech. This was the same Eugene Fagon. So guess what? What goes around comes around. One old man told me that Mr. Bwaka would mess with Henry Costa because the old man would never forgive him for the way he talked to him. Fagon, Mr. Bwaka, if anyone who's supporting Mr. Bwaka, that person suffering from brain tumor. Mr. Bwaka got nothing to show the Liberian people. He was there for 42 years. Then you won't compare yourself with George Weah. Today is the song. You know, when you get a masses, M-A-S-S-E-S, when you remove the M, you get asses. Eugene Fagon is brave to take money and think that he's smart enough and channel it to good, and the Liberian people believe him. But what he never knew and what he don't even know, Liberians are not people with too much patience. When they catch you, they're done with you. I would not be surprised when Eugene Fagon receive something again. Eugene Fagon myself, we spoke. I said, Eugene, you don't want to, you live in George Weah. You can promote Mr. Cummings and listen to you on the case. I know you're selling it. But if you want to support Mr. Cummings, you don't need to join them. All you need to do is to do what you want to do. They will, if you wanted to pay, because you see, you're not lying about Mr. Cummings. This is the thing what they don't know. I am not lying about Mr. Cummings because everything I say about Mr. Cummings is truth. If I come out today and say I am going to campaign for President Weah, my people, what do you think I'll be doing? If I come out today and say, and I will not brag about it, people now call me to do things. People now call me to say this and say that. If I come out now and say I'm going to support President Weah to campaign for him, now I gotta start lying to the Liberian people. But I'm telling you, Ellis Cummings is the best man. Ellis Cummings want to do this. He will do this. We will do this. We will do this. I'm not lying about Ellis Cummings. If I say I want to support Mr. Bwaka, all of y'all will be happy for me to go and laugh for him. They are so strong enough to turn his thing into good. You think Liberians the same? Let me ask you. Do you think Liberians the same again? My people, you're stopping, man. Why do you disrespect Liberians? They are not the same. I want you to open your eyes. Look at it. I want you to just take it from 1997 to present and watch the voters. And now it's so shameful that the people in the diaspora now saying, yeah, because when you see some of the comment, yeah, whether he in a wheelchair, say for him. Whether he's sick, say like bro, they're not singing it. They're not saying it. Because they tired. You came my man, you came my pa, I will vote for you. You know, boy, I will vote for you. That in America now, the so-called educated ones are saying, you in a wheelchair because somebody posted, you in a wheelchair, say, I will vote for him. That's your business. The Liberian people, who the Liberian people? Why you can't just say the UP people? Now, he have finished with Mr. Cummings. He have finished selling Mr. Cummings. We on social media now. You see the difference? That's why I say shut your mouth, your UP people. You're a toothless bulldog. Guy, you're a spineless people. You're a lazy campaigner. Now I was on the radio. You see the way I turn the radio? Now I can say anything on Facebook. And people still watching me on Facebook from Liberia. The people listen to me on radio. In America, you only on Facebook. They see what they used to tell us on Facebook. It's sweet. Oh. Now you on Facebook. The people can see you Liberia. You can make all your comments like Martin Colley. Martin Colley read all the fan book. Now only Facebook. The people in Liberia can hear it. That is same friends then who get Facebook can see it. So Martin Colley can write, smart guy. But you can call other people any kind of names. The people in Liberia are hearing you because you're not on radio. Spoon FM, Spoon TV, they closed down and they will not open there until after the election. He went there to put a $1 million bond. They closed it. He went to Calando to talk. Who is the lawyer? Was trying to make a statement, but what he did, he said, I will go to the court and find out what's going on before I speak. He went to the court and the court said, well, this man defy us. We put the announcement in the newspaper and whatsoever. We sent a lawyer. That is why, Arthur Johnson, a damn good lawyer, came back and said, well, we need a ruling. So they did a ruling. You can do a ruling behind someone if you show up. You see that? So you want us to condemn it? We don't care if the government hand is in there. I mean, it's not freedom. It's not against freedom of speech. Yeah. Somebody saw me yesterday. I will not call her name, but one of the relatives of Musu Scott. Hey, Mr. Cummings running for president. Why he go and Gloria Scott? Saying Gloria Scott went to jail. He made no statement, this and that. I look at the girl for long. I said, man, please. Mr. Cummings got nothing to do with the law. The first time it happened with the death, Mr. Cummings, oh la la, Mr. Cummings in call. I said, let's forget it. Yes, I'm from Maryland, but I'm voting for UP. I will vote for UP. So I asked, I said, Tier 1 Gonglo went there too. All the other candidates went to go visit Musu Scott. Why are we like this? I'm not saying nothing about Musu Scott case. The law is the law. I was not there. I don't know what they're applying and whatsoever. The only thing I said, selective justice. That's what I see. Because the time they took to go and come up with a indictment, why they never did it in Niswa and the other 4 auditors cases. Why? So the selective justice. That's all. What Mr. Cummings should say? Gloria Scott was the same one who took Mr. Cummings to court. She was one of those. I know you're coming to go on your skin. Oh, even a spoon. Oh, Mr. Cummings. You think with John Susu here to criticize? You think with John condemn me, Susu? Because you condemn, I'm a condemn. Where are they? The Darius Dillon. All the people that were here. Let the law take a course. We might not agree with the law. We might not like the law. But whatever the law says, that's it. Liberians, please. So the guy say, I voted for Baka. I said, man, I can't stop you. I can't stop you. It means for something that he got no power over, but should just come because he won vote. People, it's not fair. It's not fair at all. Yep, I agree with you, Trocon. I agree with you. He need to start that. Look, you see one thing I like Mr. Cummings, he take advice, he listen to people, and so how to do it or they can do it, whether he used to it or not. Because you see, it's like he's not in the business to, he can be afraid to lie. He's not a typical politician. Mr. Cummings can be afraid to give false stories. Let me tell you the real truth. He's not a Darius Dillon. He not, who can give false story with his eye closed. Joseph delivered the people from Egypt. That Joseph crossed the Red Sea. That Joseph get it. That Joseph crossed the people from the Red Sea. No, innocent. So this election, we own it. When you go on Reload, you get them talking about Cummings. When you go on Facebook, very bad about Cummings. We're not going to stop ourselves. Once I'm not on the radio, I will dare you. Facebook is for every one of us. And I tell you again, if you're not on radio in Liberia, your message is you. You're speaking to a wall, not even a human being. You can write and say all the good things. Election is 71 days to go. Keep work when it is day. You have from 2017 to now to reintroduce yourself, to keep your voters. You don't do it. 71 days to go. You stay out of the country. You get it? We're not overlooking y'all. Let me be honest with you. We're not overlooking y'all. We are not overlooking no party. The tier one, the who, the least party say we're not overlooking them. We are not. But let's watch and see. All right. Let me give one of my best speeches from Alex Cummings.
My fellow Liberians, despite our diversity, we are a united people, a great and noble people. Through the strength of our unity and the resilience of our determination, we have begun to rebuild a ravished country and have survived 2 deadly health crises. Our people have stood together as one united people, ready to face the future. Whether you are a fisherman of Grand Cru and Sino, the hunters of Grand Jide and River G, the farmers of Lofa and Bapolu, the Gola and Vai dancers of Bumi and Cape Mount, the hospitable people of Bassa and River Cess, the warriors of Maryland, the miners and explorers of Nimba, the merchants and traders of Bong, the welcoming people of Magibi, or the melting pot of Montserrado. We are one people, Liberians. We have a great challenge and opportunity ahead of us. In unity, we will rebuild this country as a shining example in Africa, demonstrating the power of a determined and united people. Our economy and our national budget will expand and grow like never before. We will improve the lives of our people and put smiles on the faces of our citizens. I promise you that together we can and will do the job. A new day is on the horizon. The time for babysitting is over. God bless you and God bless Liberia.
You see, the time for babysitting, is over. God bless us and bless Liberia. How many of the candidates speak like this? When was the last time President Weah speak like this? When was the last time Mr. Bwaka gave such a speech? This is not a two-day speech. When? When? Eh? Another thing, you know why I'm not going to waste my time on UP? Your and Aaron Costa will be in it. Good for them. Do you know why I say I believe Costa, everything he said? Because it was confirmed by Jojo, excluding the money amount and the Wologizi. The Jojo admitted and confirmed there was a trip. So UP wants to, what can I tell $30 million? Henry Costa will refuse $30 million. But this is what we here to establish. Was there a meeting and foreigners to bring money in the country? To go and bring money. That is why some of them asking the money that ANC collected, where they send it to Mr. Cummings Foundation or the what, because some of them damn dumb. You don't know that ANC Global is registered in America with FARA, foreign agent. So whatever you collect, you tell the American government this is what was collected, and they use it. They can pay my way. They can send me to do business, the humanitarian work. They can send me to do something. So because we talk about and collecting money from foreigners to in our campaign, is wrong. So the ex was there a meeting? Yes. Herrick also said there was a meeting between Bwaka and my client. Joe Bwaka's son said yes. Costa right. There was a meeting. Costa said I was not there. Joe Bwaka's son said yes. Costa was not there. Say the people promised him. You know, this is the mistake we made. He said the people promised him $30 million that they will give. But since he can't get on the race, on the ticket, they will make sure that Costa is on the ticket as VP. Costa said the people the ticket as VP. Joe Bwaka's son said yes, that's true. The people made an offer, but they say we should carry custom, and we said no. You see, so there was a meeting. So custom right. The only one that is still fighting to find out is the $30 million. Okay, say custom lie on the $30 million. And Joe Boyka's son said, yes, an offer was made. How much was made? How much was the offer? The offer because they said you should carry custom. And custom said, I was on the phone with Mr. Boyka, Jojo, and Frida Tamba, and Tamba himself. And I vent my anger. And the woman said, I am not too old to say I'm sorry. Jojo admitted, yes, there was a call. He was on the call, and Costa was pissed off for the last 2 hours speaking his anger. So there was a call. So Costa is right. But everything that was in there that he like said, oh no, why UP up to now never pull up a statement? Who UP met with in Ghana? So my UP brothers and sisters, who Mr. Boyka met in Ghana, and he promised them our mountain. That tell us. But all you say now, Costa a criminal. You point Costa. Do you think in your real mind it is my responsibility to tell you say Costa lying? You created your devil. You know there's a whole movie. And to the Liberian people who into the movie industry business, who into the whole movie, I think you can make a movie out of this. Remind me about Staten, Jason Staten. He's in a group where he with this group of guys they go and rob and this place. He was the main dude. After getting the money, they decided to kill him because to get at the top. So they decided to kill him, and then boom, they shot him, left him in the street, and they thought he was dead. And he came back after them. It's the same thing with Costa. Mr. Boyka to the post said, my man, I can't carry. He's not someone I can carry. And the people went and told Costa, Mr. We have pushed Costa on the bus. Costa want to run for the Senate. Mr. Boyka brought Wilmore P against Costa. He destroyed Costa. So Costa have no choice but to speak on behalf of ALP. So Costa came back with a revenge. See, and listen, don't take it for granted. Don't take it for granted. Don't overlook Costa. I hear people, Costa is nothing. Costa finished. Labrampo, you're taking Leo. And you say Mr. Cummings will finish. 2011, and they say Joey will finish. Joey I can run again. You can. What make Costa finish? What make Costa finish? But I enjoy you. I enjoy you. Well, yeah, I want you to think about it, your UP people. You'll be fighting two fronts. The time you will take to be campaigning, you will be on Costa. And guess what? Costa will be on radio. You will be. So who you think will harm the friend? Costa will be on radio. Costa is negotiating to get a spot on True FM. Mm. Pedro, they go for all of them. Taylor Ure, she cost Mr. Cummings. But you think I will join UP to say what she's doing are wrong? No, I like it. Join it. That their own devil. One of my pastors, he like politics. He said, "Oh, so the thing Costa was saying you believe it." I said, "No." Then why you believe this one? I said, "Because you know why? You know, Winston. Thank you, God. Thank you. If Costa was going to make up his own story and start attacking Mr. Cummings, lying, and then I believe it. Then Costa turn around, making up his own story, attacking Mr. Boaka, but he's not part of them. He's a PDC. He not supporting Mr. Boaka, neither Mr. Cummings. I would know that he lying because he got nothing to do with him. But Costa was supporting UP. And I was just watching some people. Costa said they must expel Mr. Cummings from CPP. Mr. Cummings is a fingerer. They must expel him from CPP. But guess what? He was supporting Boaka. Every information, man, oh, Mo Ali and Costa, they were almost like Casey. Everybody, time they leave meeting, they send all the information to Mr. To Henry. Mr. Boaka come to America. Costa will pick up Mr. Boaka from the airport, carry him to cut his hair and do this one. Made him to cook enough tabagi and pour 5 energy drink inside just to keep him healthy. 5 hour, 5 hour energy. They put it in that. I know they can put it in tabagi too. They put it in tabagi. Now I think you drink that day to the town hall, you were getting up, standing up, getting up because they were too hyper. How you take 5 hour energy and put it in tabagi? They say, man, you just eat it. Tell me. Costa was doing everything. He carried to the Sion citizen place, the larger place to play bingo and all. To babysit his son. And he went in the market. And the old man, everything was Costa. He used to call Costa his son, nephew. They even gave Costa kissing name and all. Oh, Costa with the golden ball. The golden ball. You can't say nothing but Costa when you say anything about they kill you. Costa resuscitated them. What? Gave UP, how they call it, mouth to mouth resuscitation, because UP were already dead. To life. Brought them back to life. When they came back to life, they moving. They started to damage the CPP. They removed everything. After Costa finished, they turn around and fire Costa in the head. Whap! Beat him up. Throw him on the sidewalk. He ain't down. Somebody find him and carry him. People came and rescue him. They carry him. They took care of him. They checked. They said, but the man still alive. They took him to the hospital. They did everything. He came back to revenge. So, they kind of show is called The Return of Henry Costa. The Return of Henry Costa. Who is who Henry Costa supporting? I don't know. Some of them were brave enough to say we don't want to pay Henry Costa. Oh God help me, oh UP, I just gave up on you. Yeah, power. Well, UP, you got your battle to fight. George, Weah will go after you. Costa, we will watch and we'll take the ammunition from there sometime to go after you too. So I will go after Weah and UP. So you see that? And I will be campaigning in Liberia, told the people, and you will be on Facebook because you chose not to see and not to. You try your best to break up the CPP, but you fail. You fail. So guys, UP, now you don't want to create your own problem. That you don't want because of fear and desperation. You took a young man, people. I'm not praising Costa, but I will not be in sympathy with you. Okay, guys, thank you. UP, have a good day. God bless you. And to all the wonderful people, let me just look at the comments here. Okay, thank you. The person said the sound too low. Okay, Mr. Yo. Okay, Sierra, you had two handsome sons behind you. Are they all married? Uh, I like what she said. Then she said, Jess. Okay, okay. I'm not yet to. Yep. Hmm. Okay, let me leave this with you. You know, that's true. I can enjoy when people who listen to Spoon over and over. You know, for me, I listen to all the stations in Liberia in the morning. I come on my phone, I listen to 5050, I listen to OKFM, and listen to people in Liberia. Mr. Cummings is doing good in Liberia. Good, good, good. Cummings busy. From YMCA, he going to another place. And you see it for yourself. A lot of Mr. Bwaka gone to the. In fact, let me can call say. I think Mr. Bwaka gone to the hospital. Let me find out. I think he gone to the hospital today. Two things. Doctors will not risk anything. They won't ask if he can go through the election and that he will win and come back for treatment. Look how dumb these people are. You know, I can't believe it that UP members argue among themselves that the women can go through this thing after the election because they are 100% sure they will win. After the election, the woman can come and do his treatment. But we can't put the woman on this thing right now. You believe that? Then you say we the one battle because of lies. From other UP they lie. We hear all these things. Can you believe that UP members who closer to Bishop Bwaka arguing? The good thing is that it's not a cancer. Mr. Bwaka, Mr. Bwaka can be very calm. He don't have to go anywhere. But all they want for the people to be see Mr. Bwaka in Liberia. Once Mr. Bwaka don't rush and take his time, he can go through it. But let us hold on to it and will not make the move. Make sure the man will not go for no debate. He will not travel anywhere. We end that one there. But after the whole election, when he win, he come and do treatment. Hey, my people. Hey, greedy, greedy hunters. And what the family doing? So that the truth I tell you there. So that I try to process it. Are these guys really serious? That can be my relative. Once the doctor say, listen, this thing here is serious. But it's politics. If Mr. Bwaka was not into politics, it's different. And I told you to be talking about Benjamin Netanyahu. The people got a system. Benjamin Netanyahu don't have to run all over the place. Because of last election, 2017 election, according to Mr. Bwaka on 50-50, because of the 2017 election, his stress was too much on him when he came to the States in Rhode Island to check up. That is when they put a pacemaker in him. Because of the election. That's why he said, I'm not going to say 50 is there. Anyway, guys, have a good day. God bless you. I'll talk to you later. Any other thing, I will come back on. Bye.